Hello. Today we're going to talk about the TriCaster 820 replay control surface found inside of Mohawk's mobile production truck. First, let's discuss what the 3Play actually does. The 3Play is a designated computer system that records one or more camera feeds in real time and enables quick and efficient playback control. It is used primarily in sports events due to its ability to get instant replays on goals, hits, and foul plays. Let's get familiar with the control board before we discuss the software itself. Here we have the record button, very self-explanatory. As a safety feature, you need to press Alt and record to stop recording. This prevents accidentally stopping the record. We have our camera input buttons, much like those found in a switcher board. It is labeled 1 to 4, but if you need to use cameras 5 through 8, press Alt and the camera number. So 1 is 5, 2 is 6, 3 is 7, and 4 is 8. The T-bar is used for playback. Let your creative freedom flow by dynamically controlling the speed from 0 to 100%. The shuttle wheel gives you full control of playback with frame-by-frame precision for those clean in and out points. This system is capable of outputting 2 separate video feeds. This is useful for queuing up a replay on one channel while the other channel is already outputting a replay clip. Just be sure to let your switcher know what channel to take. Let's talk about the software now. The 3Play software is made up of multiple sections. Up at the top, we have the preview section that shows you incoming video signals. Below that, we have the clip list, showing the marked events that you created, as well as the camera angles that are available. The playlist section comes right after. Here's where you create highlight reels with smooth dissolves separating multiple camera angles during a single event to allow for back-to-back viewing. Now that you're familiar with the control board and software, we can move on to the sequence of events that lead up to creating replays. Like an editing software, the way to get replays is by creating an in and out point. I'm going to teach you a trick that is much easier and faster than having to scroll back, mark an in point, go forward, and mark an out point. The software has an option to automatically create an in point at a predetermined length when you hit out. This option can be found in this settings gear. For example, if it is set to 6 seconds and I hit mark out 2 seconds after a goal, then the replay created will be 4 seconds of leading up to the goal and then 2 seconds afterwards. Once you've done this, it shows up here on the clip list. Simply click on the new replay, tell your director that you have a replay ready, and on your cue, press play with the appropriate speed depending on the game. If you want to be really fancy and grab Steve's attention, click on that same replay. Right-click with your mouse and select Add to Playlist. This will copy all the camera angles of the same play down to the playlist section, and when played, they will dissolve to the next angle, much like this.
Away. What's King gonna do? Is King gonna swat it? No, he will not. And you full. And away. What's King gonna do? Is King gonna swat it? No, he will not. And you full. And away. What's King gonna do? Is King gonna swat it? No, he will not. And you full.
When the heat settles down from the goal and the game is back on, it's time to get organized. Organization is the key to success as a replay operator. Take the clip you just made and drag it down to the playlist section. You can also copy and paste with Ctrl-C and Ctrl-V, just like any other computer. This drop-down menu brings up a file system built in with multiple banks that have multiple pages within them. I suggest having the first quarter of the game on bank 1, on page 2 have the second quarter, and so on and so forth. If during a break, a host recalls a big play that happened earlier, it will be easier for you to find the mentioned clip. When the clip is selected, you can press F2 on your keyboard to rename the clip. Finally, let's talk about a replay package. Whether it be during a break and you need to fill in some airtime, or to play during the credits, highlight packages are a great way to keep the viewer interested even when there's no live play at the moment. Go down to the playlist section, have a few clips lined up from earlier, and then click on the first clip and press play. A little countdown timer will show up on the program window. Don't worry, this won't show up live. Keep your director in the loop by calling out some time intervals like 20 seconds, 15 seconds left, 10, and then count down from 5 to switch out seamlessly. The replay machine is a great piece of gear that is integral to any good sports broadcast. While it may seem intimidating, it is important to play around with it. See what every button does, get creative, and most of all, have fun with it.